Today, we're going to be taking a look at a variety of Minecraft mods that, in one way or another, make changes to combat. And I've got a pretty broad range of mods here. Some of them make pretty minor changes, while others are complete overhauls. I've separated each of these mods into three categories: melee combat, ranged weapons, and magic. And each of these sections will contain a mix of mods, some of them made for older versions of Minecraft like 1.12.2, whereas some of the other mods are available for the current newest version. So there's a pretty good chance that, regardless of the version of Minecraft you're playing or what your preferences are, there's something on here you're gonna like. And remember, if you'd like to try any of these mods, you'll be able to find them all in the description below, and I'll be sure to let you know what versions they're available for as well. Now, before we dive into the multitude of combat mods I've got lined up for you today, I'll be showing you today's sponsor, War Thunder, which is pretty on theme considering the video. War Thunder throws you into the heart of massive battles across land, sea, and air, piloting vehicles from across the ages, ranging anywhere from the 20th century to the present. The game is constantly receiving updates to its graphics, physics, and sound, further immersing you into the atmosphere. It's also free to play and available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Mac. The vehicles are realistic and detailed and feature the ability to customize modules, skins, and other visual elements. Also, something that I really appreciate within this game is the fact that vehicles don't just have health bars detailing when they're about to be destroyed, they'll actually take visual damage. The recent Seek and Destroy update has introduced a new Dutch aircraft, along with active radar homing missiles that'll make your dogfights even more intense, plus several new maps, and I mean, come on, everyone loves new maps. So whether you're into tanks, planes, or ships, War Thunder's got you covered. If you feel like giving it a try, use the link in the description. If you're a new player or haven't played in the past 6 months, you'll receive additional bonuses, including rentals for the P-40E1 aircraft and M4 tank for a week, along with unique skins for them, a special decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 silver lions, 3 free premium vehicles, a week of premium account, and more. So yeah, definitely check out the game, and big thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video, and now let's check out those combat mods. So, we'll start things off with the melee mods. And as I mentioned, we'll start with something simple, and this will actually be two mods, Old Combat Mod and Sword Parry. And these two mods can be combined if you still prefer the old combat system that has been replaced all the way back in 1.9. It's long enough ago that I'm sure many players hardly even remember that this was a thing, but you used to be able to parry with your sword and essentially attack as quickly as your finger would allow. It was an overall simpler experience, but one that many players were sad to see go at the time. And right now, these two mods are available for the newest version. Next up, we've got Better Combat, a mod that at this point has pretty much become the go-to combat mod for numerous mod packs. Better Combat really just strikes a perfect balance of vanilla friendly, yet something that's also fresh and updated. It's highly customizable. For example, you can disable the visibility of your arms or slow your movement when attacking. Plus, it's got plenty of quality of life features, like the ability to actually attack stuff through grass. The animations look great in both first and third person. Dual wielding is awesome. It's got compatibility with most weapon mods at this point. Overall, this mod is one that many people would consider a must-have. It feels like a fancier, expanded version of vanilla Minecraft. Now moving on, we'll be taking a look at a 1.12.2 mod, Immersive Combat. This is a mod that, in many ways, is quite similar to Better Combat. You've got all new animated attacks, additional sound effects, dual wielding, and an overall cleaner experience. And it's also got plenty of its own features, for example, additional enchantments and potions. And because this is an older mod, you can use it with other great 1.12.2 mods like MoBens. So if you still happen to be using that version of Minecraft, absolutely give this one a shot. Now, for the final mod of this section, I'll be showing you what I'd consider to be the most dramatic conversion of Minecraft melee combat, Epic Fight. This mod is nothing like vanilla combat. Its aim is to overhaul Minecraft combat into something similar to what you'd see in games like Elden Ring, and actually does a pretty good job of doing so. With Better Combat, you can continually swing your weapon and move freely while doing so, allowing you to massacre most mobs in your way. With Epic Fight, on the other hand, you've got to be pretty careful with your attacks. They're very animation-based, so you can be punished for making the wrong move, and many hostile mobs are overhauled as well. They'll have new attack animations and behave in ways you haven't really seen before. Additionally, Epic Fight provides new abilities, player animations, and additional weapons. It's not quite as compatible with other mods as Better Combat, although there are a fair amount that work if you use compatibility patches. Really, it's not an exaggeration to say that this mod makes Minecraft combat completely unrecognizable, and while it's more difficult, it's also very entertaining to play with. As of now, Epic Fight isn't available for the newest version of the game, but it is available for 1.20.1, which is arguably the best version of modern Minecraft for modding at the moment. Moving on, we'll be turning our focus to the mods providing different ranged weapons. Again, some of these mods are pretty basic, while others completely change Minecraft in its entirety. For starters, we have the Guns Without Roses mod. This mod slots in as the basic mod for this section, adding Terraria-style 2D guns to the game. It adds 5 new weapons in total, each with its own purpose, and 3 new ammo types. You've got Flint bullets, which is essentially your default ammo, Iron bullets, which are just better, and Blaze bullets if you'd like to set your enemies aflame. And again, this is a pretty simple mod. The weapons are 2D, the effects aren't anything too crazy, but it does what you would expect, and it does it well. Next, we've got MrCrayfish's gun mod, and this is one of the more popular gun mods available. It's been around for about 6 years, and while still not in the territory of realistic, which we will see in just a minute, the guns in this mod are 3D. The mod provides a total of 9 new weapons, which you can customize with several different attachments like a scope or suppressor. The mod's available as far back as 1.12, however the newest version is only 1.19.4, which is slightly unfortunate because, again, 1.20 is kind of the most popular modern version for modding at the moment. And when it comes to realism, this mod's probably somewhere in the middle for the ranged weapons section. You know, Guns Without Roses is the simple 2D weapons, whereas the next 3 are certainly leaning more into realism, which I'll show you now. So for the realistic guns, we'll start again with a 1.12.2 centric mod, ModularWarfare, Guns and More. And pretty immediately, you can see what I'm talking about. This AK looks straight out of a slightly dated Call of Duty game, but, you know, in a good way. And the guns are all animated, have realistic sounds, and again, customizable attachments. You'll even find bullet casings on the ground after you've shot, which, you know, is a pretty nice touch. And hey, if you'd like to make this mod even better, or sweatier depending on how you look at it, you can install ModularMovements mod by the same author. Once installed, you'll have access to features like leaning, crawling, and sliding, because why not? Why not get ultra sweaty in Minecraft? Now, if you're looking for a similar mod for 1.20.1, however, look no further than Timeless and Classics 0. This mod, when you really get down to it, is just incredibly clean. What I mean by this is it just looks and feels exceptionally well made. The weapons themselves look fantastic, their animations are very, very good, including some awesome weapon inspect animations. Once again, it's got interchangeable attachments, and it's also compatible with shaders, which is a very big bonus. For example, you can use it with the body cam shader, a combination I featured in a separate video, which is just tons of fun. Really, I just love how unique each weapon feels in this mod. Rather than just kind of sharing the same animations, they all have their own reload and inspect animations, truly giving all the weapons their own identity. And finally, the last mod for this section, and probably the most game-changing mod I'll feature in this entire video, is Blockfront. Blockfront doesn't just add new detailed weapons to the game with beautiful reload animations, realistic recoil, and awesome sound design. It turns Minecraft into a full-fledged PvP shooter, complete with matchmaking, ranks, unlocks, different maps, and much, much more. And this has to be one of the biggest Minecraft mods available in general. I mean, the entire focus of the game has been flipped upside down with this mod. It's less like Minecraft and more like something like BattleBit. Clearly, a ton of work has gone into this mod. It touches every aspect of the game, and the incredible thing is it's available for the newest current version of Minecraft as of making this video, 1.21.1. Now, it's time to move on to our final category of combat mods, magic. And I'd say these mods provide the most diverse set of attacks because, you know, it's magic. They can do pretty much whatever they want. And the first, along with the oldest and maybe most popular mod I'll feature in this category, is Electroblob's Wizardry. Despite its relative age, I'm sure many people would argue it's their favorite magic mod. It's got spells, and it's got a lot of them. And you know, they all happen to be really cool as well. There's a pretty significant variety here. You have black hole spells, spells that make a huge shockwave, lightning spells, fire spells, time spells. This mod does an exceptionally well job of making you feel like a wizard beast, and again, its only problem is it's only been updated to 1.12.2. But the mod is still actively maintained, so if you're still playing that version, there's a solid chance part of the reason is because of this mod. Coming up next, for what I suppose I'd call the most simple mod in this category, we have Wizard's RPG series. With this mod, you'll equip a spellbook along with a staff in order to cast an assortment of offensive spells, and these spells come in 3 separate categories: fire, frost, and arcane. So you can melt, freeze, and I guess do whatever arcane does to your enemies. In the grand scheme of magic mods, this one is relatively simple, but again, simple absolutely doesn't mean low quality. All the spells are very enjoyable to use, and you can also enchant staffs, boosting their efficiency, and wear wizard robes for even greater bonuses. And currently, this mod's available for 1.20.1. Next, we have one of the most interesting mods I'll be showing you today, Arcanus Continuum. This mod is unlike any magic mod I've ever seen, because you can create spells completely from scratch, effectively resulting in borderline unlimited spells. You'll place a spellbook on a lectern and customize it using a very large assortment of shapes from either column, which each provide a separate effect. Each shape has its own mana cost, so depending on what you select, you'll quickly make a very powerful and expensive spell. You'll then bind these spells to a staff and cast them when you deem necessary. Truly, this must be one of the most unique Minecraft mods I've ever played with. It accomplishes its goal in a very unconventional and interesting way, and you should absolutely give it a try yourself. off. The next mod I'll be showing you all is Irons, Spells, and Spellbooks. Electroblob's Wizardry may not be available for modern Minecraft versions, but this mod is. In fact, it's available for 1.21.1. It's about as close to Electroblobs as you can get, and in some ways surpasses it. It features over 60 upgradable spells, unique equipment, randomly generated structures, and new enemies. The spells provided by this mod are absolutely insane, with tons of variety, and once again feel very high quality. I also love how much this mod incentivizes exploration, and again, considering how much content it holds, you should absolutely be able to get many hours of entertainment out of this one. Truly an amazing mod. And finally, the last mod for this category, and the last mod I'll be showing you all today, is Mahau Tsukai. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, I did my best. And once again, we have a magic mod that excels when it comes to unique features. In fact, I dare say this mod has the most unique magic of them all, although this is very tough to call and incredibly subjective. Anyway, you essentially create spells in this mod by stabbing yourself and using your own blood with various resources. Exciting stuff indeed. And the mod provides a compendium explaining its features pretty in depth, which you will very likely need to read in order to get any use out of this mod. And truly, the spells this mod provides are all over the place. Simple, weird, and unbelievably powerful. The mod does it all, and does it in a way that looks really cool as well. Overall, this category of mods is probably the deepest among those that I've shared. There's quite a few other magic mods I didn't include this time around that are certainly good enough. However, I wanted to keep each category to around 5 mods and looked to have as much variety as possible for this section. It's also probably the hardest to show off. Some of the mods feature enough content to have its own dedicated video, so absolutely check them out for yourself if you'd like the full experience. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Let me know what you thought, along with what mods you'd like to have seen in the video. There's many great options out there, and I'd like to hear what combat mods are your favorites. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.